In today's video, I'm taking you on a Taipei food journey. I'll be on the hunt for the most authentic Taiwanese dishes that I can find. And I'm not doing this alone. Behind the scenes, I've got my good friend Christine, who spent a lot of time working in Taipei, and Ava, a local who's lived here her whole life and knows all the best spots. I'm super excited to share this adventure with you, so stick around, and I'll catch up with you at the end of the video. Okay, so we got Ava to choose a bunch of authentic Taiwanese night market food, and we got this Taiwanese fried chicken. They serve it to you in a really big piece. I thought they were gonna cut it for us, but kind of just like a huge chicken steak. So let me just try to pull it out here. All right, first bite, let's go. Taiwanese fried chicken originated from the night markets of Taiwan. This is extremely popular with the tourists and locals of Taipei. It's like chicken breast, but flattened. And it's covered in a bunch of batter, crumbs, and it's covered in like a sweet pepper, like sweet salty pepper. The seasoning consists of chili powder, paprika, 5-spice powder, white pepper, and salt. It's really good. I had something similar back in Richmond, but this tastes so much better. The seasoning is just really good. Next, we have another local special. This is boneless crispy spare ribs, and it's also prepared in a similar way to the Taiwanese fried chicken. Next is deep fried spare ribs. I dropped it as I was eating, so we're eating the leftovers. First impression, spare ribs, kind of battered in the same batter it seems, and it was also seasoned with some kind of like sweet pepper or whatever. Let's give it a try. It's also sweet. It seems that a lot of this deep fried things is covered in the same seasoning, sweet, and a little bit salty, but not too salty. It's nice. Next, we have a black pepper bun. You cannot leave Taiwan without trying this. This bun became popular in the night markets all over Taiwan, and is cooked in a very unique way. It's kind of like a chashu, but it's covered in sesame seeds and cooked in a clay oven. And it's kind of stuck to the side, kind of like a naan, and it's stuck to the side and it's cooked like this. Inside is pork and some peppers, some herbs. Give it a try. The dough is really thin, it's crispy. The pork itself isn't too flavorful, kind of sweet. And they have a lot of green onions and other peppers in there. It has a little kick. It's really good. It's not like a chashu bao. Chashu bao is kind of like soft, but this one's crispy. And it's really nice. Next, we have an oyster omelette. This dish was popularized in Taiwan and is prepared with lightly frying the omelette and mixing it with scrambled eggs. This dish is typically topped with a gravy-like sauce. So apparently it's kind of like a sweet chili sauce. It's kind of like a sticky, like a mochi consistency, actually. Very stretchy. Even tastes like mochi a little bit. I guess there's some kind of like rice flour base on this. Here's the actual oyster right there. Try to get another piece of this oyster with the omelet. It's very good. I usually eat raw oysters, but this cooked oyster, very good. It's not bitter, it's not fishy. I think it's been cleaned really well. Looks like there's a decent amount of oysters actually in there. It looks like it's about 7. And the actual gravy, it's sweet, not too spicy. I think the base is actually Thai sweet chili sauce. Wait, what's it called? Bang? Bang. As we lurk further into the depths of the night market, we find some interesting sausage and noodle dishes. So this is Liang Mien. It's like a cold noodle. Looks like it's topped with some ham and some cucumbers. Liang Mien is a Taiwanese cold noodle dish which is very popular in Taiwan because of the hot and humid weather. The sauce has ingredients such as sesame paste, peanut butter, and rice vinegar. It's very peanutty, the noodles. It's not too cold like some Korean cold noodles. The bottom, there's like a clear broth with it too. Dip it a little bit in there. It's like a little bit sour from the broth too. The noodles were super soft and the consistency was more chewy and springy. So this is the Taiwanese sausage. It looks like a sweet sausage wrapped in kind of like a rice bun covered with like a brown sauce, kind of like caramelized. Let's take a bite of this. It's kind of like a Taiwanese hot dog. This kind of sausage is very popular in the streets of Taiwan. You can usually find stalls selling just the sausage alone. Oh wow, oh that's really good. I actually really like sticky rice, and this is like a sticky rice bun. Sauce is exactly what you think it is. It's sweet, it's like a sweet soy sauce base. Wow, and that rice, oh wow. Crispy on the outside, but nice and soft on the inside. Oh, you gotta get this. This is really one of my top right here. That's really good. Next, we are off to Zimindang Street. This is the main walking street of Taipei that has a lot of stores and restaurants. Cuisine is taking us to a locally known restaurant nearby that is known for their beef noodle soup. It's here. It's like a little hole in the wall, and it actually looks really authentic. You can see them kind of cooking the food here. And then here is the seating area. So this is the seating area, and I guess we'll just order and then they'll bring it to our table. All right, so we got the soup here. Let's take a look. You can see that the broth is really clear, and the beef, you can tell it's really braised into there. Taiwanese beef noodle soup is known for the red braising of the beef. You can see here, it's really braised into there. You can see the noodles are kind of like a medium thickness. And then it's kind of sprinkled with some green onion. And Christine mentioned to add some spicy sauce. This is the red spicy sauce, and it looks like a kind of like a masago. Let's add some of the spicy sauce. And then we're gonna add some pickled mustard here on this as well. That looks great. Now let's start with the soup. The broth is made by boiling a bunch of beef shanks for a long period of time, and then is mixed with dark soy sauce, rice wine, and many other herbs. The spicy sauce kind of reminds me of like a chili oil. It's really nice. And the soup, you can really taste all of the flavors that came from the beef. All right, let's get some of this noodle. Very slippery noodle. Those noodles are nice. Chewy. It's definitely freshly made. Oh yeah, look at that. You can really tell when a noodle is freshly cooked. Now let's try this beautiful beef. You can see all the collagen and the fat kind of all cooked in that. Oh yeah. First bite. Cheers. That's really good. Oh my god. That beef, fatty, soft, but the beef wasn't overcooked. The fattiness is a little bit chewy. A little piece of this tendon actually right here. Oh. It's probably one of the best beef noodles I've had. I've had some beef noodle back in Vancouver. We're spoiled with really good Taiwanese Chinese food. And this, not even close. Next, we are heading to Rou Fan Old Street. This street is where a lot of the locals and tourists go to light up their lanterns with wishes. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Taiwanese sausage stalls are splattered all across the streets of Taiwan. We stopped by one to try eating the sausages the traditional way. Taiwanese sausages are made by mixing pork, liquor, and various spices. Unlike other Chinese sausages, Taiwanese sausages use larger chunks of ground meat. You can see little bits of fat over there in the middle. Slightly sweet. It's nice that it's hot there. It's crispy on the outside. And you can tell it's a little caramelized on the outside parts. It does taste really similar to longanisa, but longanisa is a bit more sweet. This one is really fatty, but it's really nice. As Christine mentioned, traditional way to eat this is you bite a piece of garlic, and then you bite a piece of the sausage. So whichever first. I'll bite the garlic first. Wow. Very strong garlic. That's a nice mixture. When you first bite the garlic, it's really strong, but when you start chewing into it, it really mixes into the sausage, and it's really nice. I really like that. It is now the next morning, and we backtracked back to the streets of Taipei. We were in the search of some typical Taiwanese breakfast dishes. We roamed the streets and could not find many restaurants that were open, but we found one lone survivor on those streets. One thing that we noticed here in Taiwan is it's a lot of Chinese menus that we don't really understand. For this one, we're actually doing a mystery meal. So Helen did talk to the person there in terms of what kind of food that she's going to service, either like pork, chicken, soy milk, that kind of stuff, but we still don't know what we're actually getting. First thing, we got a hot soy milk. It's pretty much a hot beverage. Soy milk is very prominent in Taiwanese breakfast. Helen got a cold soy milk, and I got a hot soy milk, and this is sweet soy milk. Good morning, cheers. Soy milk is a prominent part of Taiwanese breakfast because it's a staple ingredient in Taiwanese cuisine. Soy is a legume that's been cultivated in the northeast of Asia for at least 2,700 years. Some nice protein in the soy. There's a kickstart to the day. Tastes exactly how it is, just like hot soy milk. And it's not too sweet. Here's the cold soy milk. I really like the hot soy milk for breakfast. What is this? Danbing. Our first dish is called a chichiro danbing. Chicken danbing. It looks like it's a, what do you call this? Like a pancake. A pancake, kind of like. Yeah, kind of like a wrapped pancake. There's also this sauce that we put on top of it. I guess it's a soy sauce. It looks like just some chicken, and there's some egg in there as well, wrapped in a pancake. Cheers.
Might be hot.
Hot. Oh, good. Really nice. The pancake is slightly oily, but not too thick. Kind of like a crepe. Then you can really taste the egg in there, and also the chicken. Now let's try this sauce on top of it.
The mystery sauce.
The mystery sauce. Some drizzling action right here. There you go. It looks like a sweet sauce. Sauce is definitely soy sauce. Not really too sweet actually, it's mostly salty. And it's a nice pair to the actual pancake because it's not too salty either. Next thing is, what is this one?
I don't know, I got some kind of chicken toast.
A lot of the Taiwanese breakfast consists a lot of toast actually. But you can see egg there with the chicken thigh. And chicken thigh looks glazed, pan fried. And it looks like there's some butter and cucumbers on the actual bread. Let's give it a bite. The chicken thigh is good. The bread itself is kind of like a milk bread, soft, toasty. It goes nice with the butter on the toast. I would say in terms of the flavors for this meal so far, it's not overly seasoned, not too much salt, you know, all that kind of stuff. Nice little breakfast here. Get another bite of that pancake. Here's the chicken from the toast. This is actually really good. I can taste the 5 spice on there. Wow, that 5 spice is really good. All right, next I ordered a radish cake. Radish cake is also pretty popular in terms of Taiwanese breakfast. It looks like how it's made, I actually have no idea. Taiwanese radish cake is made by combining grated radish with rice flour and then steaming and pan frying the mixture. So this one, I definitely need some sauce on there. So let's drizzle the sauce. Cheers. It's nice. Kind of reminds me of a potato a little bit. Don't taste like, the consistency is like a potato, but the taste does not taste like a potato. I do taste the radish. This is really nice with the sauce actually. Texture and taste is like a mixture of potatoes with flour and gelatin, something similar to that. This is a nice potato substitute, so if you really like potatoes for breakfast, that kind of stuff, I think this is your vibe. So near our hotel, we always see this food stall as we walk by when we're walking to the SkyTrain, and it's bustling. As you can see already people in front, and we always see that it's bustling. So we're gonna give it a try, see what looks good. You can see they just got a bunch of food in front. Looks like they got Rou Fan in that little black pot over there, which is like braised pork on rice. Rou Fan was invented in Taiwan during the Japanese rule. Traces are still unknown with a specific region, but Rou Fan is now one of the most iconic dishes of Taiwan. Rou Fan is made with pork belly, 5-spice powder, and a sweet, savory sauce. Oh, Rou Fan. Yeah, there you go. All right, first bite. Cheers. Wow.
Is it better than the one I got yesterday?
Pork belly is so tender and soft, and the flavor from the braising of the pork is, it's like a soy sauce base, kind of like, I'm not sure if you tried before tit kha. It's kind of like tit kha. Caramelized pork, a little bit sweet but not too sweet, mostly salty, and oh, that pork is so fatty, so gelatinous. Oh, it's really good. I can see why Rou Fan is a really popular and national dish, one of the national dishes aside from beef noodle soup of Taiwan. So good. You gotta try this if you're in Taiwan. Have to. That Rou Fan was definitely a dish that I will never forget. Taipei had so much great food to offer that I wasn't even able to eat them all. I'm so glad to have experienced the city and all the food creations that they made. Thank you for following me on this food journey to Taipei. If you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like, comment, and hitting that subscribe button. I'm currently on my 4-month food tour and I'm heading to Korea, Vietnam, Philippines, and Japan. I hope you tag along. In between YouTube videos, I post short videos on my Instagram and TikTok, so follow me there. Thanks again for watching me, and I'll see you on my next video. See ya.